Hello, and welcome to this video on how to make an application to the Compass Sanctuary Scholarship. Hopefully by now, you will have watched the previous videos in this series and have an understanding of what the project is and whether you want to apply this year. Just in case, here is a brief checklist of what you need to do before you make an application. The first is to watch the videos on what the Compass project is, what courses you can apply for, and the video on what the eligibility criteria is. Whether you have decided or you need further guidance on what course and what level you would like to study at, you have the option to get in touch with us directly to speak about your application and attend any information sessions that are upcoming. So if you have all the information you need, the first step is to make an application to the course. Please remember that the application to the course is an entirely separate process to making an application to the Compass Sanctuary Scholarship. If you are unsure where to start, there is a whole host of information available on our Get Started playlist that can be found in the Get Started Moodle tile to help you with your application. Some things you will need to consider are: what are the requirements for the course? Does the application include a personal statement? And who can you ask to be your academic referee? Your application to the course will differ depending on what you are applying to. All undergraduate courses at a full-time pace involve making an application via the university portal called UCAS. Students who are applying to multiple universities should consider using this. However, if you are applying to just Birkbeck, but you would like to study at a full-time pace, please get in touch with us before you make an application. If you wish to apply to Birkbeck on a part-time course, you can make an application directly to Birkbeck via the website. If you are applying to a Certificate of Higher Education programme, you can also apply directly to Birkbeck via the website. All postgraduate courses, including Masters, also involve applying directly to Birkbeck via the website. Most of the courses will involve submitting an application, but there is an exception with modular short courses. Programmes such as the Certificate of Higher Education programme at Birkbeck are either modular or non-modular. If the programme you are applying to is modular, you are not required to make a formal application. Instead, you must speak to the department about the modules you wish to study and get their advice about what pace to take them at. If you are then successful at getting onto the Compass Scholarship, you will be enrolled directly onto the modules that make up the certificate. Modular enrolment courses look similar to this example here, which is for the Higher Education Certificate in Criminology, which can be found on the course webpage online. Once you have made your application to the course, you can then start to think about the Compass project application. The first thing we advise when doing this is to plan the answers to the questions you will be asked within the body of the application form. Most scholarship applications will involve answering questions about why you should be considered for the scholarship. The reason for this is to ensure that we can get to know you a little in the process of the application and to make sure that you are ready to undertake the scholarship with us. There are 4 questions which you will be expected to answer, and these will be passed to a committee of staff members here at Birkbeck. The committee members will give everyone's answer a score depending on how well they have answered the question. The higher your score, the more likely you are to be offered the scholarship, so it is very important to spend time planning the section. There is no set word count for each question, but you will see on the application that it is recommended that you write between 150 to 200 words for each question. Remember to watch our videos on how to prepare your answers to the questions that you can find on this playlist. The first question you will be asked is, why do you want to study at university, and why is Birkbeck the right place for you? This question gives you the opportunity to demonstrate your passion for education and your knowledge about Birkbeck. You may also want to show that you have considered what university can offer to you right now and what it has to offer for your future. The second question, how have you engaged with learning and/or education in order to prepare for university this year, is an opportunity to tell us about anything you have done in the lead up to your application that has prepared you for university. You can include reference to informal learning opportunities that you have either attended online or in person, or you may want to mention books or online lectures that you have watched. You may also include any voluntary experiences that you have done and tell us why this has prepared you to become part of the university community. For this third question, how have you engaged with the Compass project in the lead up to your application? We want to see that you have made full use of the online materials and events that have been put on by the Compass and the Access and Engagement team, all of which you can access via the Moodle page. For the final question, how will you benefit from this scholarship programme? You need to show that you understand the project and what it involves. For most of our scholars, the Compass project is a stepping stone back into education. So tell us why you will benefit from this scholarship over another. Once you have prepared your answers to the question, you can then complete the online application form. You will find the application form on the Compass Moodle page and it will automatically open and close in line with the application dates. The form is hosted online, so you will need access to the internet in order to complete it, and we do recommend that you complete it within one sitting rather than returning to it at a later stage. The application is simple to follow and has different sections to complete. When you get to the supporting statement section, you will see the previous questions presented like this on your screen. There is no time limit to complete the application, so remember to take your time. So, what else do you need to consider when making an application? Once you have submitted your application, we may get in touch with the person you have put down as your reference. If we need to do this, we will get in touch with them directly. It is therefore important to decide who you would like to be your referee and confirm they are happy for you to share their details with us before you submit the application. You can choose a teacher, support, case or social worker, or perhaps a volunteer coordinator. It should be someone who can comment on your preparedness for study. You will also be asked for proof of your immigration status before being made an offer to the Compass project, but you do not need to submit it with your application. Please remember that you must have made an application to the course before you apply to the Compass Project Scholarship, in line with this year's deadlines. If you are successful, applicants will be helped to secure their place on the programme during the summer months. They will also be invited to attend pre-entry workshops around August time. All applicants will then be enrolled onto their course in September in order to be ready for their course to start in October. Do refer to this video and the other resources online at any time if you are unsure about your application. We wish you the very best of luck.